And yes, Bernie and AOC are outside. Bernie, AOC, Jasmine, and Newsom. I don't know if, okay, he said they cut the benefits to the lazy, non-working people. Okay, so I'm going to let some of y'all in here respond to that. This guy said that they cut the benefits to the lazy, non-working people. Okay. Let me ask you this, the dude abides. Has your parents ever received any kind of government assistance? I would just like to know. And if not, I would like to know their backgrounds. Were they, first generation Americans? Where they come from? I want to know some more information. That's what I would like to know. So they never got it, and you never got it. So that's why you don't understand it. That's what it is. Because you never been in a position to need the government benefits, which tells me that you don't know what's going on and you out of touch. See, because if you knew, then you would know what I was talking about. And I feel like it's people like you who don't understand it because you never needed it. But if you ever needed it, you would understand it. You know what I mean? If this guy ever needed government assistance, he will understand it. Because everybody that is not lazy that's on government assistance, first and foremost. You do have people that have health problems. So we're saying that the people who have health problems, oh, your father worked hard. Where's your father from? Is he European? I would like to know more about your people. Because you like to say your father's worked hard all his life. What hard work did he do, if you don't mind me asking too? However, for this guy that I'm having a conversation with, I'm just trying to get more information. If he don't understand, if y'all don't understand, it's people who aren't lazy. It's people who have health problems. You telling me that because they have health problems, that he said all these ghetto queens having babies. See, you ain't answer the question. You didn't answer the question. I asked you, what did your dad do? What hard work did he do? I would like to know. And what hard work did you do? What school did you attend? What university? I want more information, because when people like to speak on things, I would just like to know their background. Yeah, he just want to talk, man. I know, but that's why I want to hear it. I want to hear what he got to say, because he just not making sense. However, I know a lot of people in the chat understand. It's people who have health problems. I'm going back to what I was saying before he kept writing stuff. You telling me that people that have health problems are lazy and don't want to work? It's people who can't work for different reasons. Mental health, physical health, heart problems, a lot of different reasons why people can't work. And you can't say that these ghetto queens have babies, because white people have more babies than black people. It's more white babies in this country than black babies. So if we talking about ghetto queens, then you talking about the white women. Okay, you say you was an electrician for 36 years, no college work. Okay, great. However, the dude that abides, that thinks that I'm delusional, you telling me that people who have health problems should be working? Answer that question for me. Your grandma, your aunties, somebody in your family who had health problems, you telling me nobody never got government assistance in your family? Nobody, never. I don't believe it. If you say that, I don't want to believe it, because I don't believe it. Unless y'all was born wealthy, then that's even more reason why you out of touch. If you was born wealthy with a silver spoon, then you don't know what's going on. You don't understand Medicaid. You don't understand food stamps. So you don't understand it. This is why you vote for people like Trump, because you're uneducated and misled. That's the problem. He has been lied to all his life. Unless he was born into a wealthy family, then he won't never understand what people are going through. Which is why y'all out of touch. This is why people like him is out of touch with reality. Because everybody is not lazy and sitting around trying to make babies. That's just not the narrative. Yes, it's people that's lazy. But it's very rich and wealthy people that's just as lazy, or even more lazy. They hire people to do everything. These people won't even tie their own shoe. These people won't even tie their own shoe, and you want to talk about lazy people? These people that's born with silver spoons, they don't cook their own food. They don't watch their own kids. They don't watch their own kids. They don't cook food for themselves. They don't mow their lawns. They don't clean up their house. And there's a lot of people with disabilities, yes. So this dude just, he don't know. He living in a fantasy world. He said, I'm living in a fantasy world, but I would like to know how and why, if that's what he's saying. But what I do for a living is I talk to people like you for a living. I try to get people like you to understand. But actually, if you must know, this ain't for me. This ain't for me. I have more than one company, sir. And I don't have EBT, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. This is for the people that I understand because I've been through it. He said I do nothing, but I'm okay with that. That's great. However, people like this guy's out of touch. I think he way out of touch. He's very confused. He delusional. He was probably born into a rich family who never worked for nothing, and that's why he don't know what's going on. And until he says something else that makes sense, I'm not gonna say nothing else to him because he just, I don't know what's up with this guy, man. I just don't get it. Long story short, but as I was saying, there's a lot of reasons why people are on Medicaid, Medicare, and EBT. There's a lot of reasons why. People are born with disabilities. People have real problems in this world who need help. So you have to understand that people who were born with everything, they don't do nothing. They're the laziest people. Yeah, that dude is very ignorant, Mary. He an idiot, and he said he not from rich family. His dad was an electrician. I know his dad probably wasn't even no electrician, man. His dad probably on EBT. I don't even want to hear it because they like to act like they better than us. But if you go on Sam's Club and you watching, I was registered watching one day in Sam's Club, and I seen some people. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I seen some EBT cards come out of some people's hands that I just was not expecting. I was watching. Now I'm like, why they got EBT? Like something ain't right. But I was registered watching one day and I seen it. However, I know some of y'all might have worked at grocery stores in the past or Walmart or something. I want to know because I know, don't try to make it seem like it's black ghetto people because the fact that he said ghetto people tell me that he out of touch. Because the white people more ghetto than the black people these days. If I'm not mistaken, the white people are more ghetto than the black people. You know? And that's what I see. I see a lot of them white kids getting ratchet now. They starting to be real ratchet, you know. And as I was saying, there's more white people getting assistance from the government than black people. So the whole ghetto queens having baby thing that he said, he must be talking about his white ghetto queens. Because people who live in a trailer park, I guess you call them ghetto too. What you call them? Because if that's how y'all see it, then it's just people like him is out of touch, and that's why I do have these discussions with them. That's why I even give them a little bit of energy because I be wanting them to understand that their mindset was what they've been programmed to believe. Because I don't blame him because it's probably his family. They don't know what's going on. This country done misled him down the wrong path to believe that it's just black people doing it. And yeah, I doubt his dad worked on the farm. His dad ain't, man. That dude probably, his dad probably is at a trailer park right now. People just say stuff sometimes because they want to sound good. Y'all seen the uneducated people. He obviously just admitted that he didn't go to school. So y'all seen the uneducated people. Y'all seen who they vote for. They go MAGA for a reason because they don't like to live up to the reality. You know what I'm saying? They poorly educated people, and they don't understand what's going on. And now he's saying Crockett, AOC, Sanders is corrupt. But he don't feel like FDT is corrupt or none of those people. So he obviously delusional. And I appreciate his comments because like I want to educate people like him. I don't look to argue with people. I look to educate. So I hope he get an education from watching this podcast and realize that he don't know what he's talking about. And maybe it'll start sticking at some point. But some people just, you can't get through to some people. Some people just going to be who they are. You know, so that's where we at with that. But I feel like the fact that they're trying to say it's lazy, able-bodied people that only get EBT and get government assistance. What about all the rich people, like I was saying, that are using maids, helpers, cooks, nannies, dog sitters, landscapers? They the laziest people that you know. Them wealthy people don't do. They the laziest people. They don't have to get up and go to a real job. They go sit up at these jobs and look out these windows all day for 2 hours of the day, pop their knuckles, and they leave. He said he did a 4-year apprenticeship for his electrical license because he couldn't afford college. Now I know you're not being realistic because if you couldn't afford college, then you had some kind of government assistance at some point. I'm not buying the fact that you couldn't afford college and you never got government assistance. I'm not buying it. Nice try. But you got to tell me something better. I might not be the smartest person in the world, but I can tell you that a person who couldn't afford college cannot tell me that they never got government assistance. I'm not buying it. I don't believe it. It was a nice storyline. I just don't believe it. So as I was saying, the wealthy people are the ones who are the laziest people. They outside on right now while we over here doing this, and while some of us have to work every day, got to be up at work in a couple hours from now to go to work. They out there on the yacht right now in the middle of the ocean hitting golf balls. These people are taking our money. It's like Robin Hood. Like, well, not Robin Hood, but the reverse Robin Hood. It's like Rome 2.0. They outside right now on the yacht, standing on the deck, and they hitting golf balls in the ocean. Got cocaine on deck, probably. I'm sorry if I get my feet cut for what I said. They got stuff on deck, white stuff on deck, and they out there having a blast. That's what they doing. That's what they doing while we get up and go to work. And now somebody, Michael got something funny to say. Jay-Z and Beyonce might do be out on the yacht. Don't get me wrong. They billionaires. I don't know what they doing. But I'm telling you right now, I can tell you this right now, that the very wealthy CEOs right now, that's what they doing. Everybody who's billionaires, that's what they doing. Yeah, Oprah might be on her yacht too. I'm not going to be racist about it. Jay-Z and Beyonce and Oprah all billionaires. Diddy had a whole, he had this whole thing going on too. I don't know. But the fact that I'm saying it, I want you to understand that because Michael got a lot of comments right now. The fact is, I'm trying to tell you, you can make it about race all you want, but wealthy people don't have a race. They're not a race. They're wealthy. Billionaires are not a race. What Jay-Z said, what's an ugly billionaire? I'm cute. They don't have a race. So you could try to say, well, Oprah and Jay-Z and Beyonce are on the yachts. They might be, because they got enough money to do it. I don't know. It don't matter to me. I'm telling you that I can't do it. I'm telling you that most of these people in the chat can't do it. We don't have the luxury lifestyle that we can do that. So to call us lazy, it's unreal. When most of these people in the chat working 8 to 10 to 16 hours a week, a day. Some of these people working 8 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours a day right now. And you want to call people lazy. That's crazy. Because lazy is when you can hire people to do all of your dirty work that you don't feel like doing, and do all of your runs and go to the grocery store for you, and they doing all that for you because they don't have to do it. They got money to pay for this kind of stuff. So that's what's lazy to me. Wealthy people are lazy. They like to talk like they work hard, but that's lazy. Mary, your mom helped for a short period of time, graduated. That's good, Mary, because being a nurse is going to be one of those jobs that you have to have these days, because, AI and all the stuff that's happening. It's good to have a job that can't be replaced with AI. They say, he said it's not about race. Lala said that it's not about race. Keep the focus. Yeah, they always like to try to make it seem like a race. Lazy is waiting for the EBT card to hit. No, lazy is the people who are in the government. Because you know what they're doing right now? You know what the House Republican leaders are doing right now? They off work. They lazy. They don't even work half a year. That's what lazy is. The government is lazy. They on the leave right now. While everybody was trying to figure out what they're gonna do, they on the leave. That's what lazy is. Lazy is the people that's in the government. So that's where I'm at, and I appreciate people that like to be antagonizers, because it's good conversation. It's good conversation because, like I said, I'm here to educate the people that's uneducated, the people that's miseducated, the people who don't know what's going on. You can't just cut them off, because the problem is, in this country, we like to cut people off that's illiterate to what's going on, and then they never learn what's right. So one day they'll learn. And yes, Katie, most people who get EBT do have jobs. And the dude that abides, he got EBT too, because he just literally said he couldn't afford college. So I know his mama got EBT, his grandma. Abuela, if he's Spanish, somebody done got some EBT. I don't want to hear it. And Mike Johnson did give these people off wacky, boy. Mike Johnson, they right now, you want to talk about lazy?